In this video, we're going to get a little bit of practice multiplying and dividing decimals by 10, 100, and 1,000. So let's just start with a little bit of a warm-up. If I were to say, what is 2.05 times 10? Pause this video and see if you can figure that out. Well, in previous videos, we've already said that when you multiply by 10, you shift each of the digits one place to the left. And so this is going to be equal to, instead of two ones, we're now going to have two tens. So 2 in the tens place. And then instead of 0 tenths, we're now going to have 0 ones. And instead of 5 hundredths, we're now going to have 5 tenths. So this is equal to 20.5. Now, what if we were to go the other way around? What if we were to say 2.05 divided by 10? Pause the video and see if you can figure that out. Well, here, all of our digits are going to shift one place to the right because we're dividing by 10. We could also view that as multiplying by 1/10. And so our two ones are going to become 2 tenths. So this is going to be 0. So we're going to have 2 tenths now. Our 0 tenths are going to be 0 hundredths. And then our 5 hundredths are going to be 5 thousandths. And we've covered that in other videos. But now let's do this with, say, 100 or 1,000. So if I were to ask you, what is 57 divided by 1,000? Pause this video and see if you can work that out. All right, now let's do this together. So when you divide by 1,000, that's the same thing as dividing by 10 3 times. Or it's the same thing as multiplying by 1/10 3 times. Or you could just say, hey, that means I'm going to shift each of these digits 3 places to the right. And so let me create some places here. So that's tens, ones, tenths, hundredths, thousandths. And so our 5 was in the tens place. It's 5 tens. So it was here. But we're going to shift 3 places to the right. 1, 2, 3. So our 5 will go there. So what was 5 tens is now 5 hundredths. And then our 7 is similarly going to, it was in the ones place, but we're going to shift 3 places to the right. 1, 2, 3. And there you have it. What was just 57 is now 57 thousandths. And to make that very clear, I'll put a 0 in the tenths place and a 0 in the ones place. And that makes sense. So as another example, let's say someone walks up to you on the street and says, I started with 1.032 and I multiplied it by something and I was able to get 103.2. What did they multiply by to get 103.2? Pause this video and try to work it out. Well, to understand this, we just have to think, well, how much did each digit get shifted by? So what was in the ones place got shifted not just to the tens place, but it got shifted to the hundreds place. So it got shifted 2 places to the left. The 0 similarly got shifted 2 places to the left, from the tenths to the tens. And if you look at it, every digit got shifted 2 places to the left. And so we must have multiplied by 10 twice. So you could say times 10 times 10, or you could just rewrite this as times 100. Let's just do one more example for kicks. Let's say that someone were to say, what is 0.015 times 100? Pause this video and see if you can figure that out. All right. Well, like we've done before, we're just going to shift every digit 2 places to the left. So the 1, which is in the hundredths place, is going to end up in the ones place. And then the 5, which is in the thousandths place, is going to end up in the tenths place. So this is going to be equal to 1.5. And we're done.